Raider Family Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will go to work first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all of the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball lofted up for grabs and is picked off.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Barnett. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, that's a good decision, I think, to go for it on 4th down because you're in the middle of the field. Even if you don't get it, your defense isn't in an awful position running back on, but they're able to get the 4th, to keep the drive alive. Let's see what they do next.
He fires one deep down the right side.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's no good. He missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Hold and finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it from the gun. There he goes! Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Grab near the marker. It's Durr. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Offense at an empty set. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The screen, he can go. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line. option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He unleashes a long one. It's caught. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? From the red zone, looking for a man. Working the middle, it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Quarterback empties his backfield. A designed run for the quarterback. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Takes the handoff. It's a ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Barnett. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Cowboys will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the tailback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking for a man, it's Barnett. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Gonna run it. It's gained.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Caught behind the line. It's Lopez. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Here's the pressure. Hard running there. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan.
The Cowboys will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Rushes on him. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Got the first down and more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Caught near the sticks. It's Callow. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 21 to BYU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Hey, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Cowboys are flying down the field.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Grab near the sticks. It's Ford. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Lopez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Right back to the well. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the...
And he takes it in for the score. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Barnett. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right down the middle. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. Here comes the heat. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Fires to the big fella. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cowboys want to move quickly.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards later.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. 3rd down after the run. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. He's got it. On the move at the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Wildcats are on the move. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Quarterback trying to do it himself, but he will not get there. It'll be 4th down.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
A huge point after this for the lead. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point. Now to see if they can hang on. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fields. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that